Now that half-star to 5-star has finished, let's have a little bit of fun with some tactics. This one is a weird 4-3-3. And here is said tactic. I'm Russ. This is the tactic we're going to be looking at today. It is a weird 4-3-3 custom gegenpress. As you can see, it is slightly lopsided to the left on the midfield, slightly lopsided to the right with the attack. So, starting with it here, we've got a sweeper keeper. The player instructions there are no additional ones. This is just what is standard with the sweeper keeper. On the left-hand side of the defence, we have a fullback on defend. No additional instructions there. We then have a ball-playing defender in the centre-back position on the left, no additional instructions, and a centre-back on the right-hand side of the two defenders there with no additional instructions. Right-hand side of the defence then we have a wing-back on attack. Idea of this one is he's just going to bomb up and down here, just being an absolute nuisance on that right-hand side of the pitch. The additional instructions are to cross more often, to dribble more and shoot less often. So he's going to get into these positions and then just ping the ball into the box wherever he can, trying to find the shadow striker, trying to find that advance forward, maybe find the inside forward as well. Header then we have a roaming playmaker on support, and we have the additional instruction of more direct passing. We want that so we can just ping the balls where we need to, create those plays, create those chances for us from that position there. On the left hand side of the midfield then we have a wide midfielder, and we have the additional instructions for that as take more risks, cross more often, aim those crosses towards the centre, get further forward and stay wider. He is on a support instruction, so he's just going to get up and down here and do exactly the same as what the wing back is doing on the right hand side, pinging those crosses into there and creating as many opportunities as he can. Alongside him in the midfield then we have a ball winning midfielder on defence, no additional instructions there, he's just going to win the ball whenever he can and then just play the ball forward. On the right hand side of the attack then we have an inside forward on attack. We have the additional instruction of shoot more often. He's going to be sitting around here trying to get those crosses, which is what we've got to say, get those crosses, get those shots in our goal, which is why we have the wing back running up and down here, getting those crosses in there. We then have a shadow striker in the centre with the additional instruction of shoot more often. He's on the attack instruction as well, so he's just going to sit here, maybe get into the box whenever he can, move out into the channels where there's a little bit of space, collect the ball and then just shoot and try and get some goals. And then we have an advanced forward on the attack with the additional instruction of shoot more often. So he's just going to sit here, he's going to move out to the left, he's going to move out to the right as well, get the ball in the box and do what a striker does and score as many goals as he can. We're going to be playing this on the positive mentality, and then when we go into the actual instructions for the tactic then we are fairly wide with this one. We want to exploit the spaces on the outside of the pitch and get those balls into the box to get as many goals. We're going to pass into space, we are going to be playing out from defence, so the two centre backs are going to receive the ball and play it where they need to play it. Slightly short passing, slightly higher tempo just to keep the game going. No additional instructions there, mixed crosses and no additional instructions in that one there. In transition then we are going to be counter pressing and we are going to be countering as well when possession has one, so just getting the ball up the pitch as quick and as fast as we can. We're going to distribute to those centre backs, as we said, play out from defence, and we're going to take shorter kicks. Out of possession then, we are going to be using a higher press with a standard defensive line to step up more. The reason for the standard defensive line and the step up more is if we have the higher engagement of defence, we're going to choke our playmaker. We don't want to do that. We want him to get the ball and then play it, not get the ball and think, I don't know who I'm going to pass it to. So that's why we've got those two in tandem. We're going to trigger the press more often on the goalkeeper, and we're going to prevent him from taking prevent those short goalkeeper distributions. So that is the tactic. If we have a look at Tottenham, which is what we use most of our tactic testing for, we've done it with the 4-5-1-3-2. We have a look at their best 11 then. They're saying it is this. So there's a little bit of work for Tottenham to do with it. Let's see how well they can do using this tactic. Before we find out how Tottenham get on with this tactic, we are going to be using it with the new series on the channel. When's that coming out? Well, why don't you hit the subscribe button? Hit that bell as well to stay notified when anything comes out. Why not also like the video and comment as well how you think it's going to get on? It always helps the algorithm for the video and pushing out to as many people as it can. So, how well did Tottenham do with this tactic then? Let's have a look at the competition. So, Premier League first. 5th in the Premier League, 10 points behind 4th place Manchester United, so they're always chasing them down. 19 wins, 7 draws, 12 losses, goal difference of +18. It's good for them, but they want to be for those Champions League positions, don't they? They're in Champions League this season before. They want to keep getting in there to get that money and attract the better players. Speaking of Champions League, then they were knocked out in the semi-finals by Liverpool, so it is more progress than what they got in real life. Excellent to finish in the semi-final there, but we will have a look at the results of that one in a little bit. FA Cup, they finally broke the curse of the 5th round then by getting to the quarterfinals and being knocked out by Manchester United. And they finally break the curse of never winning a trophy. The last time they won a trophy was 2008. They are now Carabao Cup winners. So we finally win Spurs a trophy, which is a good thing then. Quick look at the Premier League. We have a look at this one in the stages. As we said, 19 wins, 7 draws, 12 losses, 70 goals scored, 52 shipped. Need to sort the defences out. If we can sort the defence out, bring in some really strong defenders that know what they're doing, maybe a better goalkeeper. They won't concede so many more goals, pick up some more points and be challenging for those Champions League positions. If you have a look at the goalkeeper, the goals scored here, they are the 4th highest goal scorer, but they are around about mid-table in terms of conceding goals. If we have a look at the schedule then, we filter this by... I'll just get rid of... No, we don't want to do that. We don't want to do that, do we? We want to click on the Champions League. So, in the group then, they went unbeaten in the group. They beat Salzburg, Ajax and Club Brugge before drawing with Bruges and Ajax again and beating Salzburg again. They then played Celtic in the round of 16, losing the first leg but coming back winning 4-2 in the second. They then drew Man City in the quarterfinals, drew them at the Etihad and then beat them 4-2 at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, which is really good, knocking out Man City, who are a very good team in this game. And then with Liverpool, they drew at Anfield, drew at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, but lost on penalty. So if they won on penalties, they'd be in the final and had a chance to win another trophy. Quick look at the FA Cup then, in terms of fixtures. So 3rd round we have Coventry, beat them 2-1 at our ground, beat Bournemouth at our ground 1-0. We then had Blackburn Rovers and we made a nil of that one, 3-2 at Blackburn Rovers ground, and then went to Old Trafford and lost 2-1 there. And then in the Carabao Cup we had Liverpool in the 3rd round, beat them 4-0. We then beat Newcastle 1 on penalties, it was 1-1 in the main game. Brentford beat them 2-0, drew Arsenal in the semi-final 2-0 in the first leg, 2-2 in the second one, and then beat Brighton 4-2 at Wembley. So really good season for Spurs there. I want a quick look at the Premier League fixtures. I just want to see where things sort of went wrong for them. We lost 4-0 at the first game of the season to Man City and then went unbeaten till the end of September where Leeds beat them 2-0. We beat Arsenal 2-0, beat Liverpool 3-2, we hit and miss in October. November, only the 2 games played, unbeaten there. Lost in December to Manchester United and then sort of ropey towards the middle of the season here. Win, loss, draw, win, loss, sort of not the sort of form you want, sort of form that Tottenham have in real life. And then in March we beat Manchester United, we lost to Chelsea, we beat West Ham. How do we get on against Liverpool? We lost 2-1 to them. Where's Man City? How did they get on against Man City in their second game against them? Can't see one. There they are. They lost 3-2 at our ground. So Man City do the double over Tottenham. So really good, I think. Quick look at the squad. Quick look at the selection side of things. Who scored a lot of goals? In terms of goals scored, it is Harry Kane, 43 goals. 24 goals for Dejan Kulusevski, 11 goals for Heung-min Son. So those three obviously getting all the goals down. Juma's chipped in with 9 as well, Perisic with 8. And in terms of assists, Pedro Porro, I said they were going to get assists from that side, didn't they? The wing back just bombing up and down that right hand side, getting the crosses into the box. Heung-min Son's picked up 12 as well, so that combination of the wing back and the wide midfielder just moving up and down, and just creating so much problems for the team. It's worked out. It's just the defence, isn't it? How many goals did Lloris ship? 66, and then 10 for Fraser Forster. So if we could sort those out, Tottenham probably would have a fantastic season, finishing higher in the league, maybe winning more trophies as well. But it's one, which is always good for them, isn't it, at the end of the day? So really happy about how this worked out. If you guys want to use this, just stop at any point during the tactic display and just write them down, take pictures, whatever you want, and use the tactic. and let me know how you get on with it.